today. It's 7:30 in the morning. We're raring to go.
Yalta, where President Roosevelt, Churchill, and Stalin met to discuss the aftermath of the war. Oh, there's the gentleman there for docking.
We're on the
Still on the shores of the Black Sea.
We saw the Russian ballet yesterday. It was just outstanding. See the onion tops there on the buildings? There's a first look at the onion tops of the building, kind of a castle. But the buildings go way up into the mountains. There's one is up there, but we'll find out today. There's natives that live here fishing off the pier on the end today. This is what they do every morning when we hit a certain port. They're busy with the thick ropes, docking us side by side.
That pulls the ship to shore.
Yep.
The man climbing out just got pushed in the water by one of the fishermen. He might have been interloping, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens afterwards.
Yeah.
Evidently, they won't let him out.
No, this one guy's trying to help him.
Man can't get out of the water. Beautiful sight of the sun hitting these buildings right along the waterfront.
Harold aboard ship, waiting to get the buses to take us on a tour. The mountains behind us in Yalta, in the Ukraine. How beautiful.
The bus is ready to get in, ready to take us on tour today. We'll be leaving at 9 o'clock and coming home to the ship at 4. And we're setting sail again for Istanbul at 6 p.m. and we'll be there tomorrow noon. The sun makes the city sparkle. No, and notice one of the ships in dry dock.
Another building up there.
Another one died, right. Dome building.
We have a lot of evergreen trees and plants, and that's why...
Just traveled a half an hour to the coastline, one of the most beautiful spots of Yalta. Making sails along. Approaching the 15-minute walk to the castle. Going into the castle.
Summer residence.
What is important your impression of this palace, what you will get?
Tanya.
So the palace was built in English
Courtyard.
He designed the summer house for Walter Scott in Scotland. And what is interesting that he was never in his life himself here in Aleppo.
A view from the garden room to the Black Sea.
This is
The garden outside.
The palace that we just toured, it is just beautiful. During the wartime, the Nazis lived here, but the people took their famous and wonderful things out so that they wouldn't steal them, and then they brought them back, and this is a museum now for us to see.
from Italy here. These two lions over there, they are sleeping. These two are sitting, and these two are lying down.
A mountain. The view. Cackling in the background is women. Russian children in there.
Somebody's in your way.
Yeah. Oh, you look them out.
Oh, no. Wait.
Mama's going to give him some money.
So you have to know that when I bring you back to the ship, you have the nation. In Republic, so the worst economical situation now is just on the Ukraine. Yeah, really, on the Ukraine.
Take a picture. Is that the swallow's nest?
Yes. Nesting dolls. But I only have the 10 you gave me. Have you got 10 more?
Establishments which is next to.
In the Yalta Hotel, where they have beautiful fixtures, and especially that keeps on going up into the sky.
Church, Orthodox.
The way to Tsar Nicholas II's palace, which was built in 1911 and restored as a historical unit in 1945. Entrance into Tsar Nicholas II's summer palace. Most of the artifacts were looted.
All you can
Wall
before it was
decoration.
decided place. Because it was very difficult for President Roosevelt to.
Okay, Mr. Stalin, hello.
This is the room where the Yalta conference was held. Churchill and Roosevelt, Russian, and all the different countries met here in 1945.
It is warm enough, they didn't need to use all this
Dining room.
Because just after the conference was finished, they decided to open the Tsar Family, this exhibition we're going to see with you as well. But all of the
was up there.
here,
Roosevelt slept in this room doing these conferences.
Well, you're showing pictures of him. Turn around.
Chandelier.
We have here a very old chandelier. The chandelier was produced in the
It's a paper mache roof.
of the conference.
Made it look like wood. Courtyard, what happened here?
Yeah, you can take
It's just one of the courtyards outside the palace. This is the courtyard of the summer palace of Nicholas II and his family. They spent their summers up here. This is the beautiful courtyard.
Ready?
This is a picture of Tsar Nicholas II, Catherine, his wife, and their little son. That was the sickly little boy. Over here are some of his daughters.
This room was the grand study. Here you can see the portrait of Nicholas II himself. Here you can see him.
This is Lex. I guess her name was Alexis for short. Then the son was named after her, and then one of the Russian guards.
This was Nicholas's study area.
And a month later, this girl, her name was, I don't know what year this picture was made, that's why I can't
And
see
Anastasia.
if he was born already or not.
Oh, there you go.
So
There you
it's
have
very,
them all.
very
Family.
beautiful one. It was made in the end of the 17th century. Beard for your smiles all the time. And the most important thing, I wish...
We're entering the straits that lead to Istanbul. This is not Istanbul yet. We're lounging on the deck.
First time.
The 28
14 days.
of Umpty. And we're in the Bosphorus Straits. Notice the greenery. The hillsides. Nearing Istanbul. A boat with his fishing net out. Notice the white circle around it. Istanbul, Europe. The port side is Istanbul, Asia. Asia. The wind is blowing pretty hard. We're back on the Europe side of Turkey. On the Asia side again, and this is how close we're passing to homes and apartments along the side of the shore. This is the bridge that connects Asia and Europe. Some more of the bridge, looking toward the European side.
And you can take the green, the background.
Istanbul, the original city
Surely.
wall.
Dad,
Downtown Istanbul, with that high rise.
there is this lovely thing, and then those two buildings rule the whole.
You should have moved. Waterfront. Dry. downtown.
You can see the very top of the box. Yep. It's hard to come in into a plane.
On the way,
Well, I hope you all come back for a longer period of time. But where's this? A mosque. We're going to visit the Blue Mosque, but this is a late example with one dome over. It's a copy of Saint Sophia, because during the sunsets, that was the color of the water. It is highly contaminated today. We have 4 bridges over it, of course, that is one of the reasons, and also the sweet pontoon bridge called Atatürk.
That's the old city?
From 15th
there are
century.
41 million people.
From the joints of this bridge, here, you cannot see the Blue Mosque from this point, but there's another beautiful mosque on the hill with 4 minarets. Again, that's the largest mosque of the city, the Mosque of Suleiman the Magnificent. And this is all the old city. The air is on. Maybe some of our guests turn them off so you can
Aqueduct.
So after the Romans,
There's people,
and we even have double-decker buses, but remember the population of the city. These because we never ever had ghettos, but these people were very vicious. These here, it is beautiful mosaics.
90% Muslim here in Istanbul.
we're going to. A mosque built in the 14th century. A mosaic tile inside the doorway in the mosque. It looks like the baby Jesus, but I'm not sure. This is called the Blue Mosque. The anteroom.
Did we mention that 90% are Muslim in Istanbul?
A little square outside the mosque, which has a lot of different shops that has wares to sell. Everybody's shopping. Cards, 9 for $1. Eggs, $1. $4 for a dish.
Fez and turban. I know you're not familiar with the location. It's where strongest of all, because they had two way of protecting their city. They,
Old hospital.
We call it the It's man-made through Bosphorus, and they were here and they built it up in 2 weeks. Recently, Minister of Culture cleaned the building. They renovated these old cities, not just in Istanbul, I guess. Got it? This is the last tower they built before the conquest. It is from 15th century AD.
Old
But
mosque.
they will just wait till
Very old
nature
They won't ever tear down one. It has to fall by itself.
Here on this trip to Istanbul, and stayed at the Palace Hotel here in town.
Paris.
And rode to Noel train
Old
station
train
for the
station.
city.
The engine you didn't get, right?
Yeah,
On
I
both
got
sides
it.
of the city, of course, we have trains
the old
and
engine.
train stations. But Coca-Cola everywhere. You even see the shops with this is the Hippodrome. We'll come back here. What was it? Venture? I can't remember. Anyway, to pick up
Saint
from the
Sophia.
other side. That'll be so it will not come off the bag.
St. Sophia's again, a mosque.
One of the largest in the world. Concert hall
Over here.
in a million.
It's part of the grounds of the palace we're going through, where the Sultan used to live with, I don't know how many wives he had, but lots of space.
Beautiful grounds. treed in the park.
Living quarters of the sultans that lived here, and there's 400 rooms in that building. It goes clear back.
Such a cherry Indian craft. Silver filigree, enamel, and corals presented to one of the sultans by Japan of Sultan Ahmed. Jewels all over. Jewels.
What's this?
That's the dagger that had 3 large emeralds in the end. Gold-plated ornate cradle. And it's the
Blood gold candlestick. Somebody's got money. 1,000-carat diamond, how much?
What they call the Golden Horn in Turkey, and it leads to the Marmara Sea and also to the Bosphorus Straits. It all kind of runs together.
This was a gift from Persia, laden with emeralds and all kinds of jewels.
We were going through the kitchen now. They had so many cooks and about 4 or 5 of these big chimney things because they cooked over open fire and the smoke went up through there. But the dinnerware is just beautiful.
This is the outside of the kitchen, which has 10 chimneys like this. Cooks fed 5,000 people in this Sultan's palace. Buildings, 15th century construction, and surrounds the park. The food had to be carried from the kitchen all the way across the park to the living quarters, which is over this way.
Somebody from another country. This is
And still dressed like this. They have to be all covered. The men, they're modern.
Really eliminate them. I mean, which is not fair. None of us are happy, but this is the system they
The mosque, huge facility.
That's not my feet.
I was wondering.
That supports the building. Healing and prayer.
Marble niche there. There are 2 lights on the
Right. It's square. And up the mosque. Figure on top of half moon. The mosque is under this huge dome, which we were just inside. And on each side is a pillar. We're in the Hippodrome.
The movie Ben Hur was filmed here.
Who? The Ben Hur movie was
Part of it.
filmed here. Part of it was. Spires all over the place.
Yeah, you said the village there. See what happens.
You see, you don't have anything to complain about.
The meat market.
Okay, filter
We're in the
rich.
100% corner downtown.
And that did also not forget her.
Millions of people.
The train station again here on the right. You see the old engine still have
5 o'clock traffic time.